today's video, we're going to learn a really great hack to help you when it comes to weeding Glitter HTV. I know how hard it can be to see those lines, especially when you're doing something with a lot of little details like this bat or like this little Mickey head with all these little details in the flowers. It can be nearly impossible to see the lines. So I'm going to show you a quick little hack using a pen in your Cricut. I highly recommend these as a pen adapter for your Cricut. These fit the Cricut Maker, Maker 3, Explore, Explore Air 2, Explore 3. That is all of them. If you have a Joy, you would need different adapters, but I'll link all the adapters down below for you. I've had these for years, super happy with them, absolutely adore them, and they make this process so simple. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use two different images to show you how we're going to make it super easy to see what we need to weed on our glitter vinyl, because sometimes it is so hard to see. So I have two different images here. One has two colors, one is just one single color. So we'll start with the single color. Now this doesn't have any wording, so I don't need to worry about mirroring it for any reason. But what I'm going to do is I need to duplicate the design. So up here in the top, I can just click right here where it says duplicate. And then all I need to do is choose one of them, change it from operation of basic cut to draw, which would be pen. And then what I want to do is take both of these and I need to line them up. So what I'll do is I can select both items by drawing a square around them or selecting them over here in my layers panel. I want to go to align and I want to choose center. Then all I need to do is attach them. Now it's not going to look like it changed anything, but if you look at your layers panel, you'll see you have a draw option and a basic cut option. Now we also need to do that for this one here that is two pieces. So in order to do this, we're going to duplicate our design. I'm going to go to operation under basic cut, change it to pen, and it'll change both items. Now, this is where it's going to be a little bit weird because this is going to cut on two different colors. So rather than doing it like this, where we're going to have this aloha drawn out, I want to actually split this into two sections. So you see here, they're currently grouped. I just need to ungroup them. Then over here, I also need to ungroup this one. Now, once you've got these broken out, what you'll do is you're going to select the aloha in both of these drawings here, the drawing one and the cut. And I want you to, again, use this align option, the center option, and then I want you to attach them. Now we need to do a flip on them because we need to mirror the design. And then I want to do the same thing here for the Mickey, or I guess these are mini heads. I want to select both. I want to go to align. I want to center them. I want to attach them. And then I want to go to the flip option and flip them horizontally. Now what you'll see is that this aloha will line up into our head like it's supposed to. That way it doesn't mess up anything when we're going to cut this. So we've got our bat, and you can always look at your different layers just by simply clicking the little down arrow. So you can see we have a draw and a basic cut. Now, when we click make, it's not going to really look too interesting. I'm going to go ahead and save this. I always recommend saving this, and I'm just going to save this as glitter hack. That way I know what the project is for. And then I'm going to click on the word save. Then on the make it screen, what you'll see is it's not going to look any different. Do you see how it just looks like it would be regularly cut? You don't really see a whole lot, especially like here, you can't really see any of the extra parts. But you'll notice that right next to each of your mats, it says pen basic cut. Pen basic cut for all three. You'll load your pen in first. It will draw your design, and then it will cut around it. And this is just going to make it so much easier for us to see our designs. Now, let's head over to the machine. I'm going to show you how to load a pen in, and then we're going to get everything cut out, and I'm going to show you how much easier it is to see when it comes to weeding. Now, I think I'm actually going to duplicate this aloha. That way you can really see the difference, because I don't want to duplicate something big, but let's duplicate the aloha. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the draw on one of them. So what I'm going to do is go here. I'm going to go under the attach, and I'm just going to hide the draw away from one. Now when I click make, what you'll see is we'll have two aloha words, but one of them will draw around and the other one won't. And that way you can see the difference and how hard it is to see what you're trying to weed. And we're not going to waste a ton of HTV that way because I can always use that little aloha on something else. So let's head over to the machine and I'm going to show you this fun little trick. The first thing that we'll need to do is to change out our pen adapter. I recommend doing this with adapters because you want to use a ballpoint pen. I recommend the Craverland because you can do so many different pens with this. Look at all of the adapters you get. You actually get doubles, so if one of them gets lost or something, you're still good. They're really good price. I'll link them down below. But I'm using the Bic, I think these are crystal pens. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's spelled weird. But these fit in the like peachy colored one. So what you'll need to do is open up your pen adapter and then you're going to squeeze from the bottom. There's like these little tabs. You just kind of squish them together with your fingers and push up while you're doing that, and then it'll come out. And then you just drop this one in and push it a little bit till it fits. Go ahead and click it in. We're going to start with this beautiful neon pink. This one is super hard to see when I weed it. All of these colors are ones I've weeded before and had a heck of a time seeing. So this is going to be a great way that's going to help you see what you're weeding. Now remember, this Aloha one, we're going to do one with the pen and one without so we can see how hard it is to see. So it's going to write first, then it'll cut, and then we'll do the other two. So I'll let you guys watch it do all that. Another reason that I really love this hack is it makes it a lot easier to cut my vinyl so that I make sure I don't cut off any of my design. So I can just cut really close to it now because I can see exactly where it is. Now I know for you guys it's probably a little harder to see the design on this purple, but I'll show you what it looks like over here on the blue because it's really easy for you to see it on that. I was able to cut pretty close to the design. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is weed these, but I do also want to show you, here is the pink one, and it's so hard to see where those cut lines are with the one that isn't drawn. I'm going to go ahead and weed both of them, but I just wanted to show that to you so that you could kind of get an idea of what that looks like. This is just going to make life so much easier. I'm going to get my pen out. I'm going to start with the pink Aloha one, because I think that one is pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and weed this out. And you'll notice that your pen might still show up a little bit, but it's not gonna show through the HTV. I just wanna show you that. You can't see it at all through here. And when you press it, it won't affect the HTV in any way. This is just gonna make it so much easier for you to know where you're weeding, what needs weeded, and all of that. This is just such a quick and easy process. Like with this one down here, it's a little harder to tell where my lines are and what needs weeded out and where the centers of my letters are, so I might accidentally poke something I didn't mean to poke. So that's just one great reason to use this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything weeded and then I'll show you how to press them. I want to press the glitter ones just so we can make sure that they work, even though we wrote on them with pen. So I'm going to do the bat one really quick. Now these press at 320 degrees for about 15 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds. I find that 15 is like my sweet spot for Glitter HTV. I'm going to go ahead and press the mini one really quickly as well, and then we'll see how they look.
to make sure to show you the adapters as well. And I will link a video with how to use these because these are so fun. You can use so many different pens with your Cricut with these adapters from Sharpies and Pilots and Uniballs, all sorts of great things. These are really high quality as well. Like I said, I've had these for years and I love that you get like a double set. They're really well priced. Highly recommend them, not only for this hack, but for so many other things that you can do. Now these shirts came out really, really cool, and I think that it's a great way. There's no way I would have been able to weed this little bat without all those little pen marks. There are so many tiny little details that I couldn't possibly have seen without the little pen writing on it. And same with this, all those little in-between parts of the flowers and the petals were really hard to get to, and because glitter tends to rip when you weed it, it was really difficult. And you can't see the pen marks anywhere on your vinyl because you write on the back side. Now, if you have any questions about this, please let me know in those comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. This has become one of my absolute favorite Cricut hacks and one that I will continue to use. You can see those teeny little parts. There's no way I would have gotten those otherwise. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, happy crafting.